Alright, hi everyone. My name is Mikayla Johnson. I'm a junior marketing major, computer science minor from Baltimore, Maryland, and I'm serving as this year's Miss Junior.
Hi everybody, my name is Alexis Harmon. I'm a marketing major, strategic communications minor from Virginia Beach, Virginia. I am one of the co-chairs for this year's YouTube committee. Okay, so we know that junior year is definitely a pivotal point in everybody's college career, and internships are a part of that. So we have Mikayla here, who's like an internship pro. Internship season is here.
It's here, guys. Like Alexa said, I have had a couple internship experiences. So my first internship was actually this past summer with AT&T. I worked in the small and medium business channel marketing department. So just a little bit about that was I helped AT&T sellers market to small businesses. This year I'll actually be interning with Nielsen, a data analyst corporation in Chicago. And last year was in Dallas, so I'm traveling. This is my first time traveling like that, really. I definitely encourage you guys to go look out for internships. Definitely get that experience. This is a huge year for us. So
Okay, so the first question is, what are some resume do's and don'ts?
Don't put your whole LinkedIn link on the top of your resume, because number one, employers can't click on that. It's a resume, they can't access your LinkedIn. You just put your name, contact information. Don't add your references on your resume. Instead of adding your references to your resume, just say, see me for references. At the end of the day, when you actually fill out the application form for the job, you're more than likely going to be putting down your references anyway. Resume dues. When you're explaining the different positions that you've participated in, whether it be work or extracurricular, make sure to quantify. Basically, what I'm saying with that is use numbers and numerical type of data to help employers visualize what you're actually doing. So for example, I was a part of student recruitment team. When I'm explaining that that position, I say helped lead a group of 20 plus students, or group of 30 plus students, prospective students at Hampton University, assisted them with X, Y, and Z. Using numbers help employers understand your skill level, your social level, things of that nature. So definitely quantifying your resume. My last thing for resume do is definitely adjust your resume to what position you're applying for. So you may have numerous types of work experience, ranging from food industry, business, technical, it doesn't matter, but based on what you're applying for, you can take off things of your resume and add it on to appeal to those employers. So a lot of that I worked for Pizza Hut for 3 years, my high school, college year, transition stage. So for me, Nielsen, I wouldn't really put Pizza Hut on my application, what I'm saying? Because I'm not applying for a food industry job. I'm not applying to be a server, I'm not applying to be shift leader, things of that nature. But my job right now in Hampton, I work at Wing Bistro. I definitely put Pizza Hut on there because that was a huge thing. Oh, you have serving experience, this is great, I want to hire you. Tweak your resume to appeal to your employer.
Feel about cover letters.
Okay, so cover letters. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of cover letters. I don't really do them unless they're required. Apply to jobs via LinkedIn. Depending on the job position, they'll ask you to provide a cover letter. So I guess some words of advice to those who do provide cover letters: make sure you have a clear, concise statement of why you want to be considered for this position, what skills you can bring to the table specifically for that job, how you can add and cultivate that culture of that company.
So we know that internship interviews come in many different forms, especially since we're in college right now and we're looking for the summer. So there's in-person, which sometimes happens at the Career Center. There's Skype, and then there's over the phone. So how would you prep for each one of those?
Cool. So we can definitely start with the in-person interview. So definitely dress the part. Hampton does, provide the different resources to tell us, how to usually dress for different, career fairs, interviews, things of that nature. Business Pro, other companies aren't that big on black and white now in the modern day and age. However, that's always a go-to. You can't go wrong with the black and white fit. Be confident in yourself. You're marketing yourself during this in-person interview. So if you're sulking, you're not confident, hi, timid, then that's that's showing, you know, that you're scared, you're not confident, you don't want to be here, you know. When you go into an interview, you need to have the mindset that you're about to take this job, you know, you're going to show them what you have to offer and then some. So definitely play the part. Big thing for me, firm handshakes. I'm definitely big on firm handshakes.
That's a good one.
That's your first impression, you know, especially when you're first meeting a person, you know, your smile, eye contact, and firm handshake. Also come into the in-person interview with questions. You hear this all the time, but it's very, very imperative that you have at least 2 questions available for the employers. For me personally, my go-to questions are what social impact initiatives that you guys have, how you guys help in the environment, what are, like, you know, the role positions, like are there rotational programs, are there leadership development programs that you guys have, just different things that show the company that you're actually interested in this company and not just that you want a job and you need to, you know, get money. Definitely also look the part, you know. I know a lot of people who do interviews, it's actually kind of funny. Just wear this part. Just how, you know, that nice little fit. You know, how you doing? You know, got some sweatpants on at the bottom. You know how you do your thing. But definitely look the part. This is a face-to-face thing as well, even though it is virtual. You know, show your personality a little bit. You know, me, I definitely smile a lot, laugh a lot during conversations and interviews, just to show myself, and definitely be confident as well. Finally, phone interviews. The phone interview, I just had one for Procter & Gamble, the other internship that I definitely talked about. Take your time. For Procter & Gamble, they definitely provided numerous intricate questions that I had to step back, think about what they're asking me, and think about how I would approach the situation. So definitely, I definitely suggest taking your time. You don't have to rush and spew out the first thing that comes to your mind, because honestly, that's kind of piss poor, you know, like it's not put together. So definitely take your time, think about what they're saying, reiterate the question if need be to them, so they know that you're listening. Your personality is definitely a big part in interviews, whether it's in person, Skype, or over the phone. Make sure you say things that give them a little bit insight into you. Make your resume come alive regardless, you know. Just show your passion in whatever you're doing and how you're presenting yourself. When they do ask you to tell you a little bit about yourself, pick the biggest things that you're most passionate about and tell them how, you know, you could use that in their company if need be, you know what I'm saying? So definitely be prepared, take your time, give it your all, and be confident in yourself.
Okay, so this is for people who are struggling just in general to find an internship. You think you're good at interviews, you have the resume, you just need to find something. What would you say for them who are looking for internships?
Definitely say networking is key. My AT&T internship was solely through networking. It was through a family friend. Their parents worked at the company, and that's how I got the job. It's definitely through networking. You know, the resume, of course, is such a huge aspect to any job that you're considering, but definitely networking is key. It's definitely about who you know. Definitely talk to peers, see what their interning experiences have been like, and if they have more internship opportunities for you. Me, I'm actually AT&T ambassador, so that comes with that. So I've worked with AT&T, now I can provide students with more opportunities, but if no one talks to me, then I can't give the information, you know what I'm saying? I can only do so much. So people have to definitely go out, talk to people. Definitely utilize your resources. I know that Pirate Link is a huge thing that actually provides a lot of information. So I just started using it this year. So go to the Career Center, you know, sit down with, I think her name was Miss Wilson. She was so friendly. She looked over my resume, helped me fix whatever I needed to fix so I could turn it in on PowerLink and get it approved. There's thousands of companies on there, y'all. Like, we're really sleep on them. Like, I know a lot of people who don't know anything about PowerLink, you know what I'm saying? There's so many opportunities, internships, full-time positions on there, and they check from that database. So if you're not in that database right now, they can't even look at you. You know what I'm saying? So definitely take advantage of the resources provided to you here at HU. The career fairs. Fall career fairs are actually imperative. Those are the career fairs that you should be going to instead of the spring ones. If you want to pick between the two, go to the fall one. And here's why. Most companies want to secure the number of individuals for their internship by December. That's the end of, this year. So by the new year, they're already, planning their curriculum, finalizing things by that summer. So in all honesty, those spring career fairs are kind of last minute internship positions. Those are the companies who are still looking for, that last sales position. Take advantage of these career fairs. And last thing I'll definitely say is use LinkedIn. So basically LinkedIn is a professional social media platform that has access to, news articles, representatives, campus ambassadors, job ambassadors, people who are looking to hire people who are looking to add on to their company, add on to their field. So when I definitely tell people to make a LinkedIn account if you haven't already. Definitely post things, be active, post news articles. Me, I love posting articles about Black women in business, new CEOs of Starbucks, Uber, things of that nature.
The next Steve Jobs is a Hampton.
Yup, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's also a way to show your personality. What do you like about the professional world? What are you into? What are the next big things? Are you into the economy, economics? Definitely be active on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a huge platform, and businesses use that first over Facebook, IG, Snapchat, even though they do utilize them. My last tip is definitely do some conferences and leadership summits.
This is the last question for Mikayla. So, if you use these tips properly, there's a good chance you're going to have multiple offers.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, you have to make a choice. This is when adulting comes in. How do you get to that point?
Definitely. I definitely can talk a little bit about that. When you're definitely thinking about, making your decision about what internship to choose, put in numerous external and internal factors. So first of all, what time is it? Are you a sophomore or are you a junior? So obviously I'm talking, our grade class Quintessence. So this is our junior year. This is a huge year for us. Whatever internship that you're looking for, make sure it's something in a field that you want to actually do. So we're at a point where, okay, cool, you may not have gotten an internship sophomore year, that's cool, but junior year, okay, this is the last year before we're trying to get job offers. So make sure you get experience in a place where you're at least somewhat interested. So AT&T was my first internship. You had to deal with marketing. So when I went there, it was a great experience, absolutely, but it's not exactly what I want to do. But thanks to that internship, I knew that that's not what I want to do. I want to do something more of data, data analytics, things of that nature. So definitely do something that is kind of similar to something that you may want to do. It is our junior year. We may not know exactly what we want to do, but we should know the gist of what field or things of that nature. So definitely get an internship in a field realm that is suitable for you. Also consider location. So last year, my first internship was in Dallas, Texas. That was my third time on a plane. I literally, guys, I know, right? So, I had to put that in consideration. The costs were huge expenses. Bills, food, transportation. You have to put all those things in consideration. If you plan on taking an internship out of state today, you'll be making a hefty check, but most of that check will have to go to your expenses. So put that in consideration. Are you okay with traveling far? Are you going to miss your parents? Do you want to go home? Are you okay with living on your own? I wouldn't be too pressed about the money right now, how much you get paid. Definitely get an internship that pays well, but like I said, get something in the field, because that's what we're focused on. We're trying to secure the bag so that they offer us a job next year and we're already set. That's literally the goal of getting an internship this year. Junior year, this is basically to pick out your future employer, have some time with them, get to know them a little bit, and get them to offer you a job next year. So we're not stressed out spring semester trying to get a job, because if you make this relationship now, you show them how good you are, what you're about, they're gonna offer you back. Absolutely gonna offer you back, and now you have a job offer.
You can start paying off your loans. The goal is literally, this is what I tell my friends. The goal is to be at opening convocation, having fire captions that include catch me May. For us, it's literally May 12th, 2019.
May 12th, 2019.
With my job offer. Insert some type of job offer.
Hello. Bing.
I don't.
Bing. Come on, y'all.
Here.
No. We are the hottest class. Okay, we are more than capable of securing all of the bags and then some. So definitely get out there. Start searching for these internships now and get it.
Oh my